Hello everyone, Debbie here. Welcome back to Barossa Valley Crafts. Today we're going to make this card, and it's a triple easel card. So this is how it looks when it's folded and flat, and then it will pop up like so to have your three pop-up parts to call it the triple easel. If I turn it that way you can probably see it. So that's it from the side, the top, and that's how it will look from the front. So fairly easy to make. Now today I'm going to be using Lavnia stamps, but you can use any papers or stamps that you've got in your stash. You don't have to go and buy anything particular. You can just use what you've got in your stash, and you don't need any fancy tools. If you do have a scoreboard and trimmer, it would help, but if not, a ruler, scissors and a scoring tool will work just fine. So let me show you how this is made. So you will need one piece that is 12 by 5 inches. Now you can make these bigger or smaller, you just need to adjust your measurements to suit. But this particular one I'm making is 12, you'll need your first piece to be 12 by 5 inches, or 30.5 by 12.7 centimetres. Now if you've got a scoreboard, that's great. If not, just a ruler, a pencil and a scoring tool. And you're going to score it at 4 inches, 6 inches and 8 inches. Now if you don't have a scoreboard, just put a little pencil mark at the top and the bottom of each measurement. So that's 4, 6 and 8 inches. And if you work in centimetres, it's 10.1, 15.2 and 20.3 centimetres. And then just mark between those two lines to give you your score folds, your score lines. I'll leave that there so hopefully you can see that still. Then do your first fold as a heel fold and burnish, and then do a valley fold, and then open it out and do another valley fold. So it will look like that when you've finished, because what we're going to do is attach glue or tape in here, and this will be taped together so that it's going to stand up. Okay, so that's your first piece, 5 by 12 or 30.5 by 2.7. Score at 4, 6 and 8 inches, or 10.1, 15.2 and 20.3 centimetres. Okay, so you're going to do a heel fold, a valley fold and another valley fold. So we'll just pop that aside and we'll go to the next piece. So the next one is 9 by 4 inches, or 22.8 by 10.2 centimetres. And this one is scored it at 3, 4.5 and 6 inches, or 7.6, 11.5 and 15.2 centimetres. And that's folded the same way. So your first one is a heel fold and then 2 valley folds. Okay, so there's that piece. Then we'll go to your third one. So the third piece is 6 by 3 inches, or 15.2 by 7.5 centimetres. And this one is scored at 2, 3 and 4 inches, or 6.1, 7.6 or 10.1 centimetres. And again, we're going to do a heel fold and then 2 valley folds. Okay, so you have pieces like that again. So you have those 3 pieces. So we'll do all our cutting first and then we'll go on to the next piece. So you will also need, now I'm going to be doing black matte layers. So you'll need 2 matte layers. Now you don't have to do matte layers. If you want to, you can just do 1 paper. So if you're doing matte layers, you'll cut 2 pieces that are 4 3/4 by 3 3/4 of an inch, or 12 by 9.5 centimeters. So 2 of those. Cut 2 pieces that are 3 3/4 by 2 3/4 of an inch, or 9.5 by 7 centimeters. Then cut 2 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 1 3/4 of an inch, or 7 by 4.5 centimeters. Now there's also a little tiny one here. So this one is 1 3/4 by 1/2 inch, or 4.5 by 1.5 centimeters. So that is for this little piece in the front. Then we're going to cut the decorative papers. So your topper papers. So what I've done is I've used papers from the Craft Consortium papers, and I have just used Lavnia stamps. I'll go through what I've used in a moment. But you need to cut 2 pieces that are 4.5 by 3.5 inches, or 11.5 by 9 centimeters. Cut 2 pieces 3.5 by 2.5 inches, or 9 by 6.2 centimeters. And then the last 2, 2.5 by 1.5 inches, or 6.3 by 3.8 centimeters. And then this little tiny one here, which is 1.5 by 1/4 of an inch, or 3.8 by 0.8 of a centimetre. So that's all our cutting done. What we're going to do next is glue together our card. So holding your card so it's like that, you're going to put glue on here, glue or tape, whatever you prefer. So just on this part here, and then fold that one back on top and give it a good press so it sticks nice and firmly. So you will end up with a piece, when folded, it will sit like that. So it will look like that from the front and that from the side. Okay, so now we'll go to our second piece. And again, we're going to glue on here. So if you like, put a mark where you're gluing so you know you've got them the right way before you glue it and end up having them the wrong way. And we're going to pop that one back there. I'll give that a good press. And then that one will look like that from the side and that from the front. And then the same with your last one. So just pop some glue on there, or tape. And fold that over. Give that a good press. So there's your third one, which will look like that from the top and that from the side. Make sure it's really well stuck down. Now we're going to put our papers on. So we're going to pop that open. So we'll start, actually let's start with the little one. So I've already attached some of my mats and layers ready. So the one that is not going to be standing up, I'm going to put this on here. Okay, so we'll just pop some mats and layers on there. So we'll just pop that into place. And then this part is the part that's going to be popping up, and I'm going to attach those on here. So we'll put our mat layer on first. Oh, got a bit of spare glue on there. It's very warm today and my glue's drying a lot quicker than I'd like it to sometimes. So I'll pop some glue on the mat layer and attach that to the front of the card. And then making sure I've got this the right way up. So for this particular Lavinia stamp, I have used Annie and Edward, which is LAV 921. Now, as I said, you do not have to use these stamps. You can use just even die cuts, anything you've got in your stash to decorate it with. You do not have to stamp it using what I have. And we'll pop that on there. So that's the front one done. Now we'll go to our second layer. So again, this one is going to go on the bottom of the card. So we'll attach our mats and layers there. Try and get them centered as much as you can. And then this one is for the front. So we'll just get the mat for the front one. Pop some glue on. While I'm doing this, I'll just let you know I do have a Facebook group called Cardmaking for Beginners and Beyond. I will add the link in the description if you'd like to join. You're more than welcome. Just answer the question to join and you can come and share your creations with like-minded people and share your hints, tips and ideas. Now for this one I have stamped with the Moon Fairy and Mia. This one here. So LAV 284 and LAV 041 I have used on this one. So that one will go there. So I'll just attach that. And now the biggest layer. So again, I'll attach, where are we? Oh, here we go. So this one will go in here. You can, if you want to, decorate these bottom layers as well, but they're pretty much covered. You don't really see them. So that's why I haven't stamped those ones, only the ones that are standing up. And the front, so I'll attach the matte layer. That into place. The advantage of using glue, you do have a little bit of wiggle space if you need to maneuver it into place. I'm just going to remove these now. And the top piece, so for this one I have used the fairy couple here, which was LAV 029, and the small pixies LAV 204. Just pop that on into place. There we go. And now we'll put them together. So this one, we're going to flip that open and just putting glue on the top half, and we're going to attach that into here. So we'll just pop some glue on the top half here, and then what I'm going to do is flip this over so I can make sure I've got that about halfway so it's even. Give it a good press. And that will now allow, I'll just burnish my scoring a bit. That will now allow that one to stand up on there. Okay, so I'll just flip that back. And now we're going to attach this one onto here. So again, we'll pop some glue about halfway down. And again, I'm going to flip this over so I can line it up, make sure it's got the glue part covered and I've got it centered. Give that a good press. And that will now allow that one to stand up. And then this little piece that we did here, I'm just going to flip those back for a minute. So I've got some double-sided foam adhesive here. I'm just going to trim a bit of that off and put that on the back of this. Get another piece. So that'll give it a bit of a lip to help hold the front picture up. I'll just work out where I want it. So probably about there. Try and center it a bit. Okay. So many bits and pieces of paper here. Now I'm just going to burnish these folds a bit. So I'm just going to lay that down and give that a bit of a burnish. And that one should be right. So now it will all stand up. So there you go. So there it is from the top. And that's how it will look from the front. Now, if you wanted to, you could add your greetings on any one of those, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to close my card down and fold that one over. And I've got a piece of card here that I've cut just to fit on here. And I'm just going to pop that on here, and this is where my greetings will go on the back. So you don't have to do that, that's optional. And we'll just set it all up again. And that's finished. So it's very easy to do. There it is from the front. And it's quite effective, so a triple easel card. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, please do give me the thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be notified as more tutorials are done. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye.